Special counsel Jack Smith on Friday pushed back against Donald Trump's claim that a prosecutor should be held accountable for contempt of filing documents while the federal election interference case is on hold, calling allegations of willful violation of a court order false and baseless. The court determined that there is a substantial public interest in a fair and speedy resolution of this matter, prosecutors wrote. That is why the government intends to comply with its ongoing disclosure obligations and voluntarily comply with the remaining deadlines set in the interim ruling by setting a timetable for the criminal case. This will allow the parties and the court, if and when the mandate is returned, to resume the pretrial schedule, they wrote. Earlier this week, Trump accused the special counsel and prosecutors on his team of acting lawlessly by turning evidence over to Trump's team and passing things like exhibit lists to the judge overseeing the case. The former president's lawyers challenged the stay of the case, which Judge Tanya Chutkan imposed while the appeal court made its decision. Whether presidential immunity protects him from prosecution barred Smith from filing any documents. Because he continued to file, Trump argued, Smith should be forced to explain why he should not be subject to monetary sanctions or disdain. Smith and Trump have repeatedly sparred over how quickly the case should go to trial, with Trump accusing the special counsel of trying to rush proceedings. Smith vehemently denies any suggestion that the earlier trial date is politically motivated and argues that Trump is deliberately trying to delay the case until after the November presidential election. Trump faces 4 counts in the case, including conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruction of an official proceeding. The former president pleaded not guilty. In a statement Friday, prosecutors also vigorously rejected Trump's accusations that they were using the moratorium to spread political propaganda. Defendant contends that the government intentionally violated the court's stay order and advanced a political agenda by complying with its ongoing disclosure obligations and voluntarily complying with deadlines that were otherwise suspended. This is incorrect, Smith's team wrote. The government has not, and has never intentionally violated, the court's order, and defendants' repeated allegations of partisanship and prosecutorial misconduct remain without merit. As part of their efforts to comply with the court order, prosecutors said that before the stay of the order, they told Chutkan that they would continue to comply with the deadlines even if those deadlines were suspended. Additionally, prosecutors said their statements do not require a response from the defendant, and thus do not violate the stay order. Nothing here requires any action on the part of the defendant, and he fails to explain how simply receiving investigative materials that he is not obligated to review, or early filing government pleadings that he is not yet required to respond to, may burden him, wrote the special prosecutor.